Right, so, dis mikskeertyd hier in die Karoo en ons is hier net by te Praat by Kent Kriege se gronde en ons gaan bietjie by hom hoor hoe hou hy sy diere gesond en hoe verminder hy hulle stres en hoe help hy met hulle produksie op die einde van die dag. So, kom ons gaan luister in en hoor eintlik bietjie wat het Afrivet vir hom beteken. Hi Kent, how are you?
No, we're good, thanks.
So, first tell me a bit about yourself, and we're here just across from the Plot area. What do you farm with? What do we have? Because I see there's even horses here, horses in the Karoo. That's always something interesting. So tell me a bit more about yourself.
Yeah, we've been farming a long time. We've been here nearly 100 years on this property here. Basically, our traditional stuff is Angora goats and then sheep. We were pure merinos, now we're merino freno crosses, and then we breed Arabian horses. We do ostriches as well, so we were quite a diverse setup. And then we've intensified our farming. We're lambing all of our ewes, or lambing down in lambing crawls, about 10, 12 ewes in a smallish enclosure. It started off because of the jackal problem.
Right, so through this whole process, one thing that's always happens is you get sickness, you get stress on the goats and everything like that. Tell me a bit more about the Afrivet products that you use to help overcome this and help increase your production rate, increase your overall health of your goats and your sheep and everything like that.
We're using, one of the main products we're using is Ovimin. Basically, Ovimin it's got all your minerals that you're needing and your vitamins that help for fertility. So basically, these ewes, they're coming up, we're crutching at the moment, they're going to be shorn in about a month's time from now. And then, so we'll give them, just before shearing time, we'll give them Ovimin, because Angora goats tend to have an abortion issue just before kidding, between when you shear them and when you kid them. And that definitely has made a difference to us since we use Ovimin. So we give them Ovimin at shearing time. And then just before they kid, we also give them again an Ovimin, and then they go into our lambing crawls for the lambing period. And then our goat kids, as we wean them, but we're weaning early to sort of Angoras 2.5 months, we're weaning them already, we give them an Ovimin then as well. The goat ewes will go back to the veld, and then next year before kidding time again, we'll give them again an Ovimin, sort of just ahead of mating time. So that's basically it as far as our goats are going. The sheep, it's the same thing. We're using teaser rams, and we try to shorten our lambing period. So we'll at the stage where we put our teaser rams in, that's 2 weeks before the rams actually go in, we'll give them Ovimin then. This is now for the sheep. We'll give them Ovimin. And then we'll give them Ovimin sort of just before they lamb, as we're catching them out to go into lambing orca. And then those lambs, we'll give them an Ovimin when they're due to be weaned, and that's at about 2 months. So we sort of intensified our setup, and the Ovimin basically has just helped us overcome that and keeping those ewes going at our optimal sort of a level.
And then something else I also want to focus on is the ElectroGuard. You talked to me about earlier about you saw some lambs coming out of the veld due to the bad weather, and one of the first things you gave them was the ElectroGuard. Tell me a bit more about ElectroGuard as you use it on your farm.
Yeah, ElectroGuard, we've always got ElectroGuard in our dose room. Animals that have taken a bit of a stress, or they may be sick, or you bring them into crawl and you think, oh, they're not looking good. So then we'll give them ElectroGuard. ElectroGuard definitely helps with that without a doubt. So basically, like we had bad weather last week, and this morning I had a group of lambs in, and I thought, oh, you guys are looking a little bit off. So we've given them ElectroGuard, or I'm sure within 3 or 4 days they're going to be looking different.
And then something that you told me that got stuck with me is this is basically like tools in a toolbox. You can't take the farmer out of the equation because the farmer is at the heart of the problem and he needs to help solve it.
Yeah, all these things they're only tools. You've still got to be a good stockman, you've still got to have feed for your animals. So this is just one of those things. No good spending all the money on extra food if you're needing extra food, if your conditions aren't well enough, and that doesn't have all the correct vitamins and stuff like that in its setup. So we will then use the Ovimin in there, and we've got a strict sort of a program that we're using the Ovimin, and it's definitely, we've been using it 5-6 years now, even more maybe.
So it's a trusty tool in the toolbox that's basically, I'm going to put in Afrikaans, sorry, betrouwbaar.
Definitely betrouwbaar, without a doubt, yeah. I would go as far as saying it's definitely picked up on our twinning rate, on our goats and on our sheep. And then our conception percentage-wise, we are way up than what we were before. Yeah.
Okay, thanks for having us and telling us a bit more about what you do on your farm and how you implement all of Afrivet's products.
No, it's only a pleasure.
Right, so op die einde van die dag, betrouwbaarheid. Betrouwbaarheid in die wêreld is werklik belangrik, want soos julle kan sien, die wêreld is teen jou. Die son is warm, die winter is koud. Niks werk altyd saam soos wat dit moet nie. Maar hierdie produkte help, en op die einde van die dag is, as jy meer wil uitvind, kyk hier onder is die kontakbesonderhede van iemand wat jy kan bel, om seker te maak dat jy ook hierdie goeders kan toets en kyk of het werk op jou plaas. So ja, dis Farmspace, oor en uit.